Gotcha. I'm trying to keep this clean for YouTube, but anyway. So, I know I'm kind of late to this topic, right? But I saw this TikTok, and I already knew that a couple people made a video of this. And I had an aggressive take on this at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, hold on, let me make this more of a question thing, and let me see what other people's opinions are about this. Mainly women. And I already have my opinion, and I'm sticking to it, but instead of being aggressive about my take, okay, I'm about to die. Anyway, instead of being aggressive about my take, I want to ask questions and kind of get into the mindset, you know, see what people's mindset and what they think about this. So I was watching this TikTok, right? This guy and his girl, his partner, whatever, his partner was ready to give birth, right? I don't know if that's his wife, girlfriend, whatever, so that's why I say partner. But he was ready to give birth. Now, he's a gamer. So during the process, what he decided to do was bring his gamer to the hospital, right? While she's ready to give birth. Now, personally, here's my take on this. I didn't really see too much wrong with it, and this is why. First of all, in the video, the girl didn't even have a problem with it. She was cool with it. But in the comment section, so many women was going off. There was like,
oh, you should break up with him. He's such a child. He can't even put the game down and all this stuff and this, that, and the other.
And that's why I was going to take an aggressive take with that. But when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'm sticking to my opinion still. But my thing is, he's in the hospital with her. He's right beside her. Now, I will say this. He did bring an entire TV in there along with a whole setup in there. So I will say that. I thought that was a little too much. But other than that, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But a lot of women in the comment section was like, you know,
break up with him, this, that, he can't put the game down. Oh, I wish my man would.
And I just died. Let me tell y'all something, right? And this is my take on it. This is my opinion. When a woman is in labor, right, or ready to give birth, it's not like this. It's not like this. And I've been there before, where and the details, none of y'all business. But but I've been in there before when a woman was giving birth. Labor can last from a few hours to, it could be boring, especially when she's being induced. You know, they go in there for the due date for them to be induced. You could be sitting there for hours doing absolutely nothing. So I felt like the guy was in there just trying to pass time while his partner, whatever, was ready to give birth. So my whole thing is this. My first question is for women, why do y'all find it offensive, or why do y'all find it bad that your man, especially if you know for a fact that he's a gamer, why do you find it bad when he bring his game or playing the game at the hospital while you're ready to give birth? Now if it's in the middle of the birthing, like, you know, you started pushing, he need to put that down. But I feel like as long as he's there, you know, he's encouraging you, you know, he's paying attention to you, and then every time the nurses and the doctor come in or something like that, as long as he's paying attention to everything that's going on, giving you company, talking to you and all that stuff, asking the nurses, doctors questions, and being involved in the process, me personally, I don't see a problem with that. I personally don't see a problem with that. And there was this one girl I dated. I was like, what would you do? Would you be mad if I bring my game in there? She said yes. I'm like, why? And she was like, your child is ready to be born. And I'm like, I understand that, but it could be hours before you finally start pushing. Let me push this button real quick. Push the buttons, pushing. Especially if you know your man is a gamer and all that kind of stuff. I mean, let me ask this question. Again, I'm sticking to my opinion. I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. What's the difference between him bringing the game in and him bringing in a book to pass time? Because let me tell you something. It is a boring process right up until the pushing. It's boring. All you're doing is sitting there, you're doing nothing, this, that, and the other. It's really, you're doing absolutely nothing. It is boring. Me personally, I would just bring my Switch in there, and also I will not play any online games because I want to be in a position where if something happens, I'm not going to be worried. Even if I was playing an online game and my wife is ready to give birth, I mean, like to the pushing point, to the pushing stage, I'm cutting out that game instantly. That's me. I feel like as long as the man is paying attention to you, giving you words of encouragement and all that kind of stuff, not even words of encouragement because at that point you're at the pushing point, but as long as he's paying attention attention and all that stuff. He's there asking nursing questions, all part of the process. Listen to what the nurses and doctors are saying and whatnot. I feel like there's no problem. There's no what's the difference between in the hospital room watching TV or me bringing in a book to keep me occupied, or even on my phone playing playing mobile games? I really see no difference. Now, if the guy's like playing the game, not paying attention to you, if you're asking him questions or asking him to get something for you, and he's not doing nothing, it's like,
hold on, give me a second. We'll wait till the next game.
Okay, that's a problem. But if the man is being attentive, paying attention, and all that stuff, personally, I see nothing wrong with it. Now, again, in this video, he brought a whole setting. He brought his TV and all that kind of stuff. And it was kind of a decent-sized TV, too. It wasn't like a small one. It was a decent-sized TV. Now, personally, I would just bring my Switch or whatever. Because I will say this, again, I will not play no online game because I need to be attentive of what's going on. My child is ready to be born. Every time the nurse come in there, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Look at the screen, y'all. How's my child doing? How's everything going? Everything good? Everything healthy? All that stuff. That's what I would do. I would be involved in that process. But yeah, the women in the comment section was, I just keep saying comment all wrong. They were just going in. Like, oh, he's this. You should break up with him and this, that, and the other. He ain't gonna be a good father. That's the part that gets to me. I'm like, why should you? And the thing is, again, the girl was cool with it. She was cool with it. She was smiling, thumbs up, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like, okay, I will say this. Again, I did have an aggressive take at first, but again, this is a learning process for everybody, including myself, because I want to know why women think this is, why they don't think lightly of this, why they think this is offensive, or why they think, their man is a child. They bring their game in the hospital, especially I'm as a time killer, as long as they're paying attention. But I want to know why y'all think that's offensive, because me personally, I'm there for you. I'm at home every day. I'm doing this and that, paying bills, taking care of you, taking care of the household. I'm working, this, that, and the other. So I want to know from women, why do they find this offensive? I want to know why they find that offensive for a man to be playing the game while they're in the hospital. I'm talking about not in the waiting room. I'm talking about in the actual hospital room, in the room. As long as he's paying attention, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Again, he's killing time. And I also feel like, I feel like, and again, if you don't like men that game, that's fine. If you don't like men that game or anything like that, that's you. That's fine. Don't date that man then. But that being said, if you knew from the start that your man is a gamer, and then that's a part of his life, as long as he's taking care of business and all that stuff, being attended to you, being attended to the kids and all that stuff, I feel like you kind of knew what you was getting yourself into, especially if you know that man games. I mean, again, he works, take care of business and all this stuff. I mean, and if you feel like he's not going to take care of business or be a good father, this, that, and the other, first of all, don't date the guy. Second of all, don't have sex with him. Third of all, if you're going to have sex with him, use protection. Again, I know I'm late to this conversation because this video came out like weeks ago and I wanted to talk about it weeks ago, but again, I was dealing with a lot. But yeah, that's how I feel about that whole thing. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I just want to know, ladies, in the comment section, let me know why you find this offensive. And I just want to have a cordial conversation about this. I don't want nobody getting offended or anything like this. I just want to know why, especially if he's there paying attention and all that stuff. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be on your phone. You're probably going to be playing a mobile game, or you're probably going to be scrolling through Facebook or whatever you're doing, because what you're doing, you're passing time, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're passing time. Again, we don't want to be staring at each other the whole time until the baby ready to come out. That's going to be kind of creepy. But I mean, that's just me. And I also want to see what other guys take on it. And I just want this to be a cordial conversation, and I just want this to be a learning process. I just want to see what women's mindset is about this, and I want to know what men's mindset is about this. But that's all I got to say. My take is, my opinion is, and my opinion is going to stay the same, is as long as I'm being attentive to the situation, there should be nothing wrong with me playing video games, as long as I'm there paying attention to what's going on. And as soon as that baby ready to come out, I'm cutting off the game and I'm being attentive to my child, because there's nothing to do. It's boring in there. That's all I gotta say about that. But I'm gonna get back to the game. Alright, y'all, that's it for today's video. And as usual, if you like this video, go ahead and press the like button. If you dislike this video, hopefully you didn't. But if you did dislike this video, go ahead and press the dislike button because I always appreciate honesty. Drop a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, promoting peace, gaming, and wings.